We had just made love and she lay in my arms. It was a silent moment, as if the sounds of the world had died away. Her warm, naked body pressed against mine, her face lay buried in my chest. I can't be certain, but I like to think she was feeling what I was. I watched the ceiling, thought about nothing. My mind was empty, my body was limp. I felt like my tired body was sinking into the mattress, as if I was slowly meshing into the material and becoming one with it. The room smelled like sex. The screen door that stood somewhere in the dark was open, and I could feel the slight ocean breeze glide over the exposed areas of my chest and the lower half of my legs. She moved away from me and reached for the covers. It's cold. I could see her silhouette reaching, her naked body twisting forward, her legs locked with mine, always one part of her touching me. She shot back with the covers pulling themselves over her, leaving most of me exposed to the ocean breeze, kissed and snuggled back into me. It was peaceful. I knew right at that moment when she kissed the skin over my ribs that I was happy to be alive. It was all worth it. It wasn't the sex, the smell, or kisses. It wasn't even her. It was a combination of all the parts, exchanges, conversations, broken hearts, and lust that had gotten me to be here with her, that had taken us from strangers to lovers, and that had taken my uncertain past to this future. After a while, I don't know how long, she raised her head from my chest and brought it directly above mine, level so she could look me in the eyes. I couldn't see much except the glassy shine bouncing off what I knew were bright green eyes. Want to listen to some music and just lay with me? She sounded tired. We'd been up for 2 days, and for some reason she found herself much like me, unable to sleep. It wasn't an upsetting thing, though. We had nowhere to be tomorrow, and the night was still young. I reached up with my hand, pushing back the strands of her hair that fell to me, tilted up and felt her lips with mine. That'd be nice. Again, her silhouette shot away from me as she bent over the bed, legs still touching mine. Her ass hung up, her body bent, reaching for a laptop. I knew she had it when her legs linked tighter with mine and she pulled herself up. The blue-white glow of the laptop revealed her face to me briefly as she moved it behind us on a nightstand. When I had first met her, I'd been struck by how young and exuberant she looked. Her pursed lips and big green eyes were framed with bangs of brown-red hair and spotted with ever so noticeable freckles. Her eyes revealed intelligence and maybe a dash of something feral. Her smile, that's what got me. Between the dimples set in her cheeks and the quick laugh, all I ever wanted to do was kiss her. The music played then, bringing me back to bed. She had listened to me as we talked. My favorite song came on. The speakers of the laptop hummed and vibrated in a plastic casing, but it still sounded sweet. I knew all the words, and apparently she had learned them because she started singing with me. I could hear her smile. We laid there and listened to the music for a long time. She fell asleep against me, and as she slept, and I, struck with how much I had come to care for this woman, sat in that magic moment when all the decisions of life come together to lead to a perfect bit of time, if only for just a bit. As I hung in that spot, a song came on that I hadn't heard in years. Cat Power's haunting voice, desperate for love and buoyed between the soft drags of fingers across strings and the ocean breeze. It was a song I used to listen to when I was a different person, when I had been recovering from depression, fat, a dropout with no job, and still living with my parents. I used to listen to that song, hoping that one day I would be happy, that I would get it all right, and that maybe someone would have me. I wish I had known about this night with her in my arms, even if I wouldn't have believed who I had become and what I had decided to do, the decisions I had made and the friends I had lost, that I had achieved some of the petty things I had wanted and almost none of the great things. I certainly would have never been convinced of her, or that night, right after she kissed me, when she played my favorite song and sung with me. Thank you.